I'm going to make your weight loss journey as simple and straightforward as can possibly be. So let's get into it. So for this video, I'm going to walk you through realistic goal setting with the help of SMART goals. This is something that I like to do personally with my own clients and with myself. So let's get into it. So the S stands for specific. You have to be specific with your goals. What do you want to accomplish? So for example, I've made up a pretend client. I've named him Ed, and I will be using Ed for example purposes only. So in terms of being specific, let's say Ed wants to lose 50 pounds. That is a specific number. You don't want to say, oh, I just want to be healthy. Oh, I just want to improve my wellness. We need specificity. Next up, we have measurable. How are you going to track your progress? How are you going to track your progress, and how will you know when your goal has been accomplished? My client Ed said he's going to track his progress by weighing himself every 2 weeks. Now I know not everybody likes to weigh themselves, so you can also just see how your clothes fit. Do they feel tighter or do they feel looser? Very simple. Why did I do that? Now we have the A, which stands for achievable. This is the how of your goal setting. How can this goal be accomplished? What I'm realizing is that life is all about balance. And so you have to give in order to receive. And what I mean by that is that while you're on this weight loss journey, you're going to realize, or maybe you've already realized this, there are certain things that you are going to have to let go of in order to bring in and receive the results that you want. So you can't expect to lose weight and get these great results if you're not willing to let go of the old habits and actions that have led you to where you are now. And with that being said, don't try to give up everything or really give up anything, because like I said, it's an exchange. You're replacing one thing with something new. You're replacing one bad habit with a healthier habit. So for example, my client Ed here, he's going to let go of his usual breakfast pastries like Pop-Tarts or sugary cereal or, cinnamon rolls at your local QT for breakfast. And instead of that, he's going to replace and exchange that with breakfast smoothies full of fruit, full of fiber, and lower in calories if you want to talk calories. What will you let go of in order to receive the things that you want? Think about the actions that you can take that will lead you to success. Next one is relevant. This one is fairly simple. When you are making and writing down your goals and figuring out what it is that you want to accomplish, you want to make sure that actions that you take are truly relevant and make sense. Are these actions actually going to help you reach your goals? It's a good way to kind of reassess and reflect and make sure that the actions that you do take are going to lead you to success. And not just success, but long-term success. Not a week, not a month, years. So make sure that they're relevant. Now the last part of our SMART goals is the T, and that stands for time bound. You need to set a due date. How long is it going to take you to accomplish this goal? Now this is a big one, because when you don't set a due date, it leaves room for procrastination, and it leaves room for just lollygagging and just kind of putting things off, because there's no time frame for when you need to get this thing done. So we want to set a realistic time frame. Now this can be a struggle because a lot of people want to lose weight and they want to lose it quickly. Oh, I want to lose 50 pounds in a month. That is not a very good time frame to give yourself. You're going to be very disappointed at the end of that month when you didn't reach that goal. So let's not do that, but let's also not set a goal that's too far out. It's just not necessary. So like for example, let's say you want to lose 15 pounds, but you give yourself 6 months to do it. You don't need 6 months. Realistically, I know everybody's different, but realistically you don't need 6 months to lose 15 pounds. That's just too long, and it's not pushing you enough to get it done. You gotta find that sweet spot. It has to make sense, and it has to be a good enough time frame so that you are challenging yourself to reach those goals. Set a realistic due date. So now I want you to ask yourself the big why. Why do you even want to lose weight? What is it that is driving you to want to make these changes? For example, Ed here just wants to feel more comfortable in his body, and by losing weight, that'll help him achieve that goal. Your why should have a deep meaning behind it, and it shouldn't be for somebody else. It should always be for yourself. You have to make your why personal to you. This is going to be what drives you and keeps you motivated when times get tough. So you gotta keep it in the back and in the front of your mind. So just make sure that whatever your why is, whatever your reason, that your why is stronger than and more important than the current and previous habits that you have involved yourself in. So that, my friends, is how you set SMART goals. Pretty simple, but very, very helpful in gaining clarity for what it is that you want and how you're going to attain it and keep it. With that being said, the next thing that you need to do after you've set your SMART goals is figure out who is it that's going to hold you accountable. Because we can all say that we're going to hold ourselves accountable, and that can only go, but honestly, so far, especially when you're doing things that are challenging and things that are new. So maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a gym coach, or maybe it's a health coach. Don't just get anybody to hold you accountable. You need to get that one friend or person that likes to just say things straight up. They're pretty blunt. They like to tell you how it is. Someone that truly wants to see you win. You know, you can have all these goals set and in your head all day, but if nobody knows about them, then how can they support you? And I struggle with this a lot too, because I'm an introvert. I just keep everything to myself. It's easy to go back on your word when you're the only one that knows about it. Nobody can tell you, hey, you know, you're slipping. Nobody can tell you things need to be fixed and adjusted because they don't know. So tell someone, tell people, post it on social media, tell your whole family, whatever the case may be, whatever you need to do to make sure that you have a strong support system, just tell somebody. What habits or patterns am I currently doing that are keeping me from reaching my goal? What habits or behaviors do I want to develop to support my goals? What can I add to my daily or weekly routine to support my goals? How can I adjust my environment to support my goals? What challenges did I face today and how did I handle them? What am I grateful for about my body today? And this is a really good one because it's a journey of self-love. You shouldn't be wanting to lose weight because you hate your body. You should be wanting to lose weight because you love your body.